Hey Cancer, welcome to your general reading for the month of March. In this reading, look forward to a clear picture of what needs to be prioritized in your energy. Ultimately, my goal is to keep you on course and on track for your greater good. Also in this reading, look forward to me diving into a song list. Those songs that I've attached below are energetically linked to this reading, so if you want more, definitely get that from those songs. Also, I will charm cast, so you'll get more from that. And at the end of this reading, look forward to a clear yes or no answer to a question maybe you've been pondering for a while, or a question that comes up during this reading. Okay, Cancer, this is your time. This is your reading. Let's find out what needs to be prioritized. Let's get into it. First, starting your soundtrack. Okay, Cancer, here it is. I really adore this song just for how raw it is. It's like that raw moment. I don't know. I'm not going to dwell on it, but ultimately I love this song. All right, let's find out from the tarot first what's going on in your situation. Ultimately, in this spread that I'm using, I'm finding out what's going on in the heart of your situation, what's happened in the past leading up to this situation, what you need to prioritize, what you need to let go of, what you're stepping into, and ultimately an outcome in this situation. After I do the tarot, I will go to the oracle so you get a little bit more. Make sure we get everything clear. I feel like there's this newness or getting to know each other or getting to know a new situation. So new friendships, new romance, new endeavors. Ultimately, you're getting to know this energy. Ultimately, yes, the Ace of Wands. This is a passionate new beginning that is ultimately helping you see where it is you're going. That is the Ace of Wands. What's crossing you is the Hermit. What is on top of this energy? This is what needs to be prioritized ultimately. So it's almost like you got a dose of compassion. There's some type of compassionate energy that is opening you up to feeling. What's on top of your situation is the Ten of Cups. What's on bottom of your situation is the Ace of Cups. So yes, absolutely. This is the emotion that I was talking about in your energy. It's like you're really, really prioritizing on your happiness. You really just want to be happy and you want to hit every mark. It's almost like you're trying to find that fulfillment. Fulfillment in itself is what you are trying to find. The recent past, this is what you're coming out of, is the Knight of Swords. And what are you walking into in the near future? Cancer. What are you walking into in the future, coming up soon? The Five of Wands. Who are you? The Ace of Pentacles. What are you stepping into with an outside influence? This is coming up soon. Three of Pentacles. You're finally receiving the right kind of collaboration in this thing that you're trying to grow. You're finally receiving the collaboration required to make this thing grow. What do you hope and fear the most, Cancer? In this situation, what do you hope and fear the most? The Empress? And what is the outcome in this situation? You're afraid of the catalyst. Love. It's almost, okay, so there's this catalyst energy. There's this thing that you've met that is, it's almost like you've met your match energetically from the past. You've been super passionate about it, but not able to get anywhere. Let's find out more. Page of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, as well as the Four of Cups. Your boredom is essentially what is helping you get out of this funk. It looks like collaboration, following your instinct towards where you're going and what you see, and trusting this instinct. Ultimately, collaboration in itself is extremely important, and you have to overcome something that has been fighting against you. That's the goal. That's where you're moving. You're looking to find peace in your situation and harmony. Ultimately looking into, peace and harmony. It looks like there's some kind of star power underneath you. This star power, what I'm getting from this is it's almost like you have been following your hopes and dreams, your happily ever after. Your biggest dream is exactly what you kind of know is coming. And that is why you're prioritizing your happily ever after. Your emotional fulfillment is what needs to be prioritized in this energy. Okay, moving on to the oracle. I'd like to see how you feel in this energy. And then we'll get deep into this reading, make sure we have everything. So as I describe what you've been going through leading up to what you're trying to focus on and where you're going, there is this expression with no words. It's like you've been energetically trying to do something or go somewhere and you have found that you're not able. How does Cancer feel in this situation? This is March energy for Cancer. April energy for Cancer. I know. You're ready for a vacation. You're trying to stay positive. You're trying not to play with drama or be a part of drama or even create drama. Yeah. You're trying to be open, but you're cautious. You're trying to keep up. Your energy is really matter of fact. You're really, you have a particular outcome to your situation that you're really working towards. I don't know if your expectations, this is where me as an individual will say, make sure your expectations are not setting yourself up for failure or disappointment. Your expectations themselves are maybe what you're trying to gain balance in, but it is, you're really soul searching right now, or have been. And that is ultimately what you're working on currently, is soul searching. You're trying to see what this new beginning means for you, where this is going, and what emotionally what this means for you in the long run. Ultimately, you are keeping up. You're not, anything is really on surface. Everything you're able to keep up, you're able to continue moving. Nothing in itself is keeping you down energetically, but I can tell you when you're alone, you are feeling so much romance and love and dancing in everything, passionate love, just feelings. I don't know, in this energy, it looks like you may have something you're admiring, and your heart is extremely passionate. It is literally anytime this thing that you're kind of finding attraction towards or passion towards, your heart just skips a beat. It's just, it's the only thing that takes you out of your funk. What you're stepping away from is the Knight of Swords, and the way it came out was in the reverse, and that is the way it's going to land. It looks like the Knight of Swords states that I'm sorry, your throat chakra is having a hard time. Hold on, I'm going to get some water. Yeah, you're having a hard time verbalizing with your mouth, your words, articulating what it is that you're trying to, where you're going, what you're trying to do, what is happening with you, to the point where you just don't even want to talk. You're kind of locked away in the past. You have kind of hidden away to the point where you haven't put much motion or you haven't put much into anything really, except for your core stuff. You know, that your work stuff is on mark, on prime. It's pumping, it's doing its job. You in general, when it comes to your finances, I feel like you're up to you're kept up with your bills. You're not held back. You're excelling when it comes to things that you're looking into. Excitement for the summer, maybe making plans for travel or some kind of organized sport. But ultimately, there's something that you are all having a hard time putting into. And this is that new beginning. And it looks like from this, you not being able to put movement into this is where you have put it. You've kind of, hold on, went inverted. You kind of went, you kind of locked yourself away, really, the way that you used to express yourself or the way that you used to groove or move, you know, your daily grind, your mojo in self is just not the same. You're really kind of, there's something that you're not able to see when you have the static, like the daily static. So you have kind of distanced yourself, you've detached in order to find clarity in your situation, find what it is that you want from your heart, from where it is that you're going. So that's what's happening right now. You may be coming out of this hermit stage. Let's take a look. No. In April, you're still kind of holding back. You're not really showing the world who you are and what you're made of. Something about what this new beginning has kind of made you prioritize the innards, prioritize what's going on inside of you. You don't want anything else big going on right now. You really want time alone. You want to figure out what's going on inside of you because you want to prioritize love. You want to prioritize self-happiness and fulfillment eventually. You want to start working on this happiness when it comes to your home. Your home is the most important thing to you right now, and you really want to find fulfillment and satisfaction in that situation. But again, there's something inside of you that needs to be seen. You need to find this light inside of you that is being kept back. And ultimately, this will illuminate what's keeping you back from this. It looks like the lessons learned leading up to this situation, a lesson learned leading up to this situation to the point where this is something you've just learned, something that you've just experienced, is a new emotional opportunity being dry. It looks like, make sure, yeah, it's in the reverse. Okay. Okay, so ultimately, this lesson that you're walking away from, you have discovered kind of this cold energy, and you have seen that this cold energy, every time that you go to tap into the emotional aspect of this situation and you want to give into this emotional situation and just flow with it, you have kind of found that you're not able to get it. You're not able to reach it. You're not able to get there because something's missing. There's something about you repressing your emotions. You haven't been able to, in this recent lesson that you've been able, but this opportunity, this new beginning, there's something about it that you're not able to open up to the possibility of love. It looks like because of this, you've been slapped with kind of the need to nurture self. You need to focus on self-love. If you have never received the type of love that you expect, remember I talked at the beginning about your expectations on love. If these expectations are never met, it's because you have never met those expectations yourself. First, you have to reach these expectations on your own. You have to treat yourself this way. You have to live in this love and appreciation and self-respect. And ultimately through this, you will discover that if love or, compassion, peace, all of this can't be seen unless you understand love itself. And the only way to receive and understand love is by receiving it the way that you deserve. And if you've never received it, you need that. You need to give yourself that. And then finally, you'll understand what it is that's meant to grow, where to start this new beginning and start getting real with it. And that is what you represent, is the Ace of Pentacles. You are this new beginning. You are the seed that is meant to grow. But again, you have to nourish this. The bigger picture is fulfillment and finding that fulfillment in your heart. And it looks like your surroundings will ultimately bloom if you allow yourself this opportunity. It looks like what you want, what you're looking for, and what you will receive in the near future with a outside influence is with solid collaboration. You will finally get the help that you need. You will finally get what's required next. And that is not coming from you. You've done everything you can. Your situation, your idea, where you're going has done everything that it can, but there's something else waiting here. In the Ten of Cups itself is what needs to be prioritized. I can tell you that doesn't come without an outside influence. The 10 cannot be received. The 9 in itself is independence and finding your independent fulfillment. The 10 itself comes from another person, another individual, someone else or something else to help you find your fulfillment. And ultimately, I can tell you that's what's happening. You are finding collaboration with specifically what you think brings happiness, what you desire, what you want from your heart, what you want. It's almost like you have a desire when it comes to your perfect job, your perfect mate, your picture, your expectations on family, all of this, it's finally real enough. It's here. It's as soon as this person comes into play, as soon as this energy starts collaborating with you, you are finally able to to overcome this situation so fast. Whatever has been dark or whatever has kept you back. Let me see. With this 5 of Wands in the reverse in your near future, this is what I'm getting from it. Is that it so energetically, it took me a sec to tap into it. But with the 5 of Wands in itself, it's actually finding that where you have found friction or that's actually what's going to help you in this collaboration. So wherever you have challenged, it's okay. So this is the feeling that I got. Oh God. Okay. So you know how some people, when they first meet their future best friend or potential partner, best partner ever, you freaking hate them at the beginning. You despise them. You can't stand them. They're annoying. They piss you off at every turn. They just get to you. But it's because they challenge you in every available way to be challenged. And from this, they help you grow and see the bigger picture. Ultimately, that is the energy that I'm feeling. With what you're stepping into in the near future is an opportunity to collaborate in a group. The goal is to fight, in a group. There is some kind of argument, there's some kind of fight, but the point is there's too much competitive nature. Combative, just competitive. Who's the best? Who's the best? Who's the best? But ultimately with this energy, the point is to not follow the rules and kind of go for the bigger picture. Get determined to avoid conflict and find this opportunity. Avoid the conflict and ultimately see the bigger picture and overcome this. Ultimately, that's what you have to look forward to, is the opportunity to overcome this and look at the bigger picture. What you hope in this energy and fear is the Empress. Oh, shoot. The Empress in the upright position. Okay, so you hope more than anything for growth. You hope that this energy just kind of flows and gives into this situation, and or it's right for you and ultimately meant to grow. And when it comes into your aura, when it comes to you, all of a sudden potential. It just means growth. It just means potential. And that is exciting. Ultimately hitting all of your elements. Something about your happiness, your fulfillment, just all of your elements are finding growth. You really want to grow, and you really want to just find the bigger picture. What you fear in this situation with the Empress in reverse is being taken from, ultimately to the point where you are left bare and naked and destroyed. Just completely, I hate to use this, but raped of everything that you could have had in this situation, and it just being false, ultimately taking you from where you're supposed to go. That is extremely scary. I feel this anxiety when it comes to this big picture of hopes and fears. It's almost like fear in itself could really take you down. It really could have too much say, too much weight in your energy. What needs to be prioritized ultimately when it comes to this fear is overcoming this and looking at what is here to grow, the potential in this situation, what's being given to you, what is being given to you. It's almost like an offer being given to you, and it's meant for growth. And that is ultimately what you're excited for, is finding the 10 of Cups in this new opportunity, your complete happiness and fulfillment. And that is, I can tell you, with this Lovers coming out as your outcome, that is exactly what's happening. You are finding harmony in this situation. The Lovers themselves, they are so connected to the point where their energy has been involved from beginning all the way leading up to this moment now, to the point where your outcome is you are finally able to face this situation and flow with it and give into it and understand what's going on from the very beginning, middle, and finally making sense of the end, and understanding that you can give into this, understanding that 6, which is love, and the number in itself is staying equal in this situation. And in this, that is what's making you feel this passion. It's completing this passionate energy that I was talking about earlier. That's all over your aura. You're so passionate, and you feel red towards this energy. You feel passion. I'm trying not to mark this energy since it's a general reading, but there's so much red and passion in this. And ultimately, with this as your outcome, I can tell you it's finally going to start flowing, and you will overcome this. Collaboration is finally what's being received, and that is extremely exciting in this energy. All right, moving on to, let's see if there's any more from the Oracle that I missed. Okay, if there's anything else from the Oracle that needs to be seen, that's what we're going to focus on now. Thank you guys so much for liking this video. I really appreciate you guys kind of paying me back with that. If you want to see me in the future, don't forget to subscribe. Anything else? What did I miss? Anything else? This is for Cancer in April. Yeah. You are coming into your bigger picture. You're coming into light. You're stepping out of this guarded, vulnerable energy. You're understanding the sweeter, more gentler side of your vulnerability, kind of making you relieve what's been holding you back, what's been kind of suffocating you. You haven't been able to breathe. Ultimately, it's because you've been held back. You are supposed to transform in this energy. If you haven't already been transforming, I can tell you through the transformation process, it is happening in your energy. So from start to finish transformation, your DNA is changing from something to something different. And in the process, it is a lot of, I mean, if you look at the caterpillar evolution, that helps because it actually shows the physical changes of transformation. But physically as a human, you'll get along with having really low lows, really high highs, feeling extremely, extremely hungry when you're going through a lot of confusion and ultimately feeling really dark, stepping out of a massive depression at some point and eventually seeing your worth, finding out what you're worth in this transformation, stepping out a more beautiful person. Ultimately, I feel like this is you coming into self, discovering who it is that you are and creating yourself. Despite your past, despite what's holding you back, despite what's been suffocating you in your energy, ultimately your energy is meant for self-love, creating yourself from bare bones, from your most raw. What do you deserve when it comes to emotional fulfillment? This is you creating an intention, not only from yourself, because you're going to always receive the love that you deserve from now on, but actually receiving that kind of love, because you will take nothing less, because you know what you're worth at this point. That's the point. That's the goal. All right, let's go next to charms. I'm going to show you guys my eyes so you can see that I close my eyes. Yeah, yes. Okay. So from the center of this situation, there's so much. Okay. Number one, you are seeing signs from birds. Blue birds, white birds, solid color birds. There's something vivid in the birds that you're seeing that's your guides, your angels, your ancestors, ultimately your spiritual team guiding you, helping you see things, that they're here, that there are things happening in your energy. Pay attention to these synchronicities, otherwise you won't see what's happening. You won't see the movement that your guides are trying to help you see. It looks like what's really important is for you to rebuild a home, to actually find collaboration and equality in your situation, because you have a bigger picture in mind. You have so much to give in this situation, and you really do see a big picture of real stability, the type of stability that, you know, those lucky people that are married for 60 years, 60 plus years, that kind of stability. That's what you want. In your situation, it's extremely important for you to find courage. It looks like you have to gain courage into your situation and follow your heart, follow your dreams, follow the bigger picture. The bigger picture in itself is the thing that is bright, and it's like you are pinpointing this energy. This song is extremely significant. Yeah, you want to believe in this. You want to believe in where it's going. You want to believe in your dreams. You want to believe in your hopes. And ultimately, this is what you're getting. But something about courage being a part of this. You have to find courage. That is almost like the thing that's going to make everything okay. Innocence. Kind of go back to the innocence, the creativity, the sweet beliefs. Something about that is ultimately what you need to see. The bigger picture is kind of like this sweet, gentle energy that ultimately it means something to you because it's familiar. This familiar energy is ultimately kind of what it's ultimately setting you free or helping you paint a bigger picture. It's helping you see. It's helping you believe. And then what is this little tiny tarot? The star, I told you. So yes, following your wish, your hopes, your dreams. There is either an Aquarius that is extremely important to your energy, but ultimately I can tell you can believe in your dreams, your hopes, your desires. They are available to you and available to grow. You really just have to give into this and flow and see the possibilities and give into the possibilities to see where this goes. Wow. Okay, next guys, moving to yes or no. Thank you again for liking this video if you haven't already. I am going to link your love reading to the pinned comment below once I'm finished with it. So look forward to that in the future. I'm going to be doing that coming up here next. All right, yes or no, guys? If you haven't thought of that yes or no question, look at this. So where did that come from? Look. There's no reason that card should have been upright. That is amazing. It's really important for you to find your happily ever after. And I can tell you this energy is here. Wow. Okay, guys. Yes or no? If you haven't thought of that yes or no question, the time is now. What in the world? Please understand, as an intuitive reader, I read energy. Energy in itself is constantly moving and changing. And so can this answer. So don't live on it like it's life or death. The sun. It's so weird that I have so many upright cards hanging out in these cards. And it's the sun. Okay. Breathe into that question. I'm receiving the answer energetically. Jeez, nice. The cards are acting really weird. Last one. Okay, here we go. Yes or no? My answer is yes. Yes. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this reading, sharing your energy. Here it is back. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, hit that bell button if you want notifications when I put out new content. See you later, Cancer. Mooches.